And we're live. All right, well, welcome to the Misquamicut Drive-In Movie Theater. We have Avery Movie, as you know, the famous Avery Movie.
In the flesh.
And we have a full house tonight.
Pretty much sold out on both ends, yeah.
Now, when I say full house, I mean a COVID full house, which would be half of what we normally could put in here, but we obey, and we let people, they sit outside their cars, and as long as they stay around their cars, they're good. And then when they come up to the concession stand or to the bathroom, you put on your handy-dandy mask. And, you know, it's a great group. I mean, Jaws is like our big movie down here at the Misquamicut.
I wonder why, Chef.
I don't know why. It seems like we play this a lot. And by the way, tomorrow night we have Jaws again. So if you couldn't get in tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday night, you can come see Jaws. And then Monday, Dirty Dancing. Tuesday, Back to the Future. Wednesday is the famous John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, who will be on that stage. And then we will project them up onto the big screen. And then Thursday, Friday, the Lost Boys. Saturday, Apollo 13. And then Sunday is my movie. I actually have a movie that's playing at the drive-in. It's called Mostly Music, The Journey of the Chorus of Westerly. It's been 5 years in the making with Chris Walsh and the Chorus of Westerly, about the whole chorus that Avery sang in, and his sister Claire is one of the stars of the documentary. So it's finally getting its premiere, and George Kent and all the folks from the chorus, Andrew Howell, will be here, and I'm excited. Tickets for that are free, and there's some available on our MBADrivein.com website. What have you been up to on the streets of Misquamicut, Avery?
Well, I'm always staying busy, coming in during the weekdays, cleaning up the streets. Although I would say this past week, garbage has been not here, surprisingly. Like, not too many people are littering as much, which is really good to see. I think that might be a sign of the season nearing its end, but also maybe, just maybe, people are
endless summer mood.
People are adhering to taking care of themselves, taking care of the beach. We've been really adamant about that, not just last year, but especially this year. Just reminding people to take care of their garbage. We have plenty of garbage disposal units all along the strip, and it's been nice to see. So mostly I've just kind of been staying on top of weeds. It's pretty clean down here, painting curbs. People somehow keep driving over curbs, so maybe stop doing that. It always leaves skid marks, especially on the white curbs on the sidewalks.
I hate when people leave skid marks on their white curbs.
It's very noticeable. You think no one's going to notice, but they stick out like a sore thumb. But for the most part, no, it's the beach is probably the cleanest I've seen it.
And ever. Not because you're picking it up.
No, definitely not because of me. Not because
I will say that Senator Algier called me a couple weeks ago. He said, you know, when I drive down to Misquamicut, there's not one weed growing out of the sidewalks, and you could eat off the streets. And I said, well, I wish the government was doing that for us, but it's the Misquamicut Business Association.
Nice compliment. I wouldn't recommend eating off the streets. Just forewarning for everyone.
Maybe
Playing tonight, take a guess. I don't know if you can see on the back of my shirt there, but one and only Steven Spielberg's Jaws. Definitely a fan favorite, as we were saying here at the drive-in. I think it's just the atmosphere right by the beach. It's a little scary for being by the water. People love it.
A little shaken, a little tenderizing, and down you go.
You think he'd seen it maybe once or twice?
Well, I always like to say that I'm like the mayor in Jaws. No matter what the hell happens down here, COVID, sea lice, sharks, the beach is open.
We're open.
We're always open, man. That's my job, right? And then my favorite line is when he said, is that your cage, Hooper? Cage goes in the water. You go in the water. Sharks in the water. Our shark. Farewell and adieu to your fair Spanish ladies. I think Jaws is probably one of the most classic films of all time, but certainly for this drive-in, since we started 9-10 years ago, I don't remember when we started the drive-in, it's always that movie that even Jaws 2 we sell out.
We saw, yep.
And then we do really well with movies like Goonies and Back to the Future. So this week on Back to the Future, once again, Peter Verica, who has the DeLorean, he's going to come for one final time of the season. So you can sit in the DeLorean, get your photos with the DeLorean. He's got it made up just like the time machine was. We're going to play the original Back to the Future Tuesday. So the way you do it is you order online at mbadrivein.com. The gates open at 6:30 in the main lot, 7:30 in the overflow lot, which is Flyhawks lot. and Avery and the other staff park your car. And then at 8 o'clock, we have these sort of classic previews. So we thank our sponsors. He does a couple commercials that are hilarious.
I'm in one or two. Yeah.
And then we have like the old I'd like to buy the world of Coke commercials from the 70s and 60s. And then, you know, we try to give a retro vibe. Stu Fishman's over there selling glowy sticks. I mean, I tell you what, it's been a strange summer. A lot of our businesses are hurting. It's not exactly, you know, the best season. But this drive-in, I believe, has been a bright spot, and I want to thank everybody that has sort of supported it all summer and come to the drive-in and stuff. It's been really, really cool, so we appreciate it. How much is it? It is $20 on a normal night to come to the drive-in, $20. Tonight, Jaws, Saturday night, it is $25, but most of the movies are $20. And then when the United Theater presents special events, like they have John Cafferty this week, in a couple weeks, Martin Sexton, those tickets can be $75, $100, up in that range per car now. So if you got 4 people in the car coming to a concert, that's like paying $25 a ticket.
Not by the head, concert. Just by the car. Yep.
Yeah. So everything's by the car load.
Fit everyone you can in one car. Like we're really encouraging carpooling here, actually, at the drive-in.
So we have some other bands coming up. So we said Cafferty this week, Martin Sexton. We have the Edwards Twins on Labor Day weekend. These are the guys that can dress up, and they do everything from Barbra Streisand to Cher to Billy Joel to Elton John, and they do costume changes between every song. It's a really great show. They're very well known. And then after that, we've got Hey 19, a Steely Dan tribute band. We have the Roomful of Blues is going to be playing here in September. We had a Badfish concert planned for this week that had to be rescheduled for October. Our Guy Fawkes Bonfire Night in its 23rd year cannot take place like it normally does. It's been at the Andrea and the Windjammer. So we're going to use the stage here. And we have Tom Wopat, Luke Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard. He's going to join the cast, which is pretty cool. And Eric Lutz, who is one of the stars of Caroline in the City, is going to be with us again this year. So, and then Avery Moody.
I think that's a big thing. Planning on staying open through October. Even with schools starting to reopen, a lot of our weekends are going to be booked with still movies, concerts, and of course Guy Fawkes. So we're hoping to stay open just about as long as we can, probably through Halloween, actually, yeah. Yeah,
we got some special events. You can rent the drive-in theater, especially on weekdays in the fall. We've got some kind of recitals happening, because we did Westerly's graduation here. We did Miss Jean's dance recital. We're doing more. Another recital or two is happening here. We've got people renting out for a Jeep, sort of a Jeep night. They're going to pick a movie and do. We've got, like, you know, different business organizations that are doing. You're making me nervous.
Sorry,
stop joking.
I can't help it with Toto.
I know, he just starts. Well, you should see him park cars.
I'm all over the place.
But yeah, so we've got all those kind of events, and then the United Theater every Friday in October is going to show different horror flicks, classic horror flicks on Friday nights. And then we're doing something on Halloween, actual Halloween night. After you do your trick-or-treating, we're going to run, we haven't picked the movie yet, but we're going to run a scary movie. And I think that's going to wrap it up. So, you know, we're
perfect
talking.
Way to end the season,
yeah, so we got a little bit more than 2 months left down here, which is really cool to keep the life going. A lot of the businesses, we started a campaign this week, Misquamicut Endless Summer, September in Misquamicut. Places like the Windjammer will be open. I was talking to the Pleasant View. They're going to be here at least through Columbus Day weekend. The Windjammer will be, who else was I talking to that said they were going to stay open? Some of the other hotels will be open, you know, extended into the season. So September is a great time to come visit Misquamicut, and school in Rhode Island doesn't go back till the 14th now. So we're going to do programming almost every night up till September 13th. So we're just going to keep it popping.
It's not Back to the Future night.
Yeah, right. It's not Back to the Future night.
Don't worry, plus, I got that washed and ironed come Tuesday.
Plus, I don't want to look like a dork. Because Dork thinks he's going to drown. We did have a good time with JJ. He was here for 3 nights. Yep. JJ Cohen, he was in all 3 Back to the Future movies. He was part of Biff's gang, and he got the manure on him. And he did a nice Q&A on the stage before the drive-in each night. He brought a lot of great stuff that he sold, and also great raffle stuff. So check out JJ Cohen on Facebook. Follow him on Facebook to see what other places he's going to appear, whether it's Comic-Cons or whatever those events are that people go to see, you know, stars from the 80s that lost their hair. I'm joking, JJ. By the way, I heard JJ dropped like 30 pounds since he left Rhode Island. I don't know if the Dell's lemonade just did something magical to him, but I saw some pictures of him, except for that picture of your tongue. I didn't need to see that. But the other pictures of you look like you're getting in shape. I think JJ is going to make a return to the acting career. Maybe next year we have to put him and Guy Fawkes.
Maybe.
If Wopat does all right this year, then we can do Cohen next year.
He's our guinea pig.
Right.
That dude that runs the lot is awesome.
Was it me? Is that me? I'm the one that runs the lot? Well, thank you. Yeah, I try to be.
Not only does he run the lot, he runs through the lot, galloping like a gazelle.
I run. Yeah.
I actually watch him stretch before the 6:30 when we open up the gate.
Gotta
he starts
pop
stretching.
open the hips.
All right, that's enough.
Hey, the audience loves it. Yeah, let's run over to the concessions real quick before it gets too dark.
By the way, that's Joe who does our ATM machine. He's got like 600 ATMs all around New England.
Wow.
But if something goes out, he's like there within 5 minutes. It's hilarious. I'm not sure how Joe does it, but I think he was out tonight. He's from Massachusetts. He can only stay here 24 hours. This is the concession stand that Mike Land is sitting at because Claire has disappeared. Oh, Claire's disappeared because Avery is...
my job's been taken over.
Right.
But I can give you guys kind of a rundown. So we have a QR code over here. Here it is. So we have a QR code that you can scan with your phone, and that gives you an online menu that you can order off of from our concession stand. And some of the goodies that we have to offer include popcorn, of course.
Can you say it like the goodies machine?
The delicious goodies machine with the delicious hot doggies. And we have drinks like Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, water, hot dogs, lots of candy to choose from and chocolate bars. And as I mentioned before, plenty of popcorn. We're always keeping the popcorn popping. So yeah, we got some hot dogs that are cooking in here right now. Yeah, we kind of keep
not only hot dogs.
We what else do we have? There's are these the kielbasa dogs that we have? The jalapeno cheddar dogs actually. I haven't served concessions in a while. I got to update myself. So yeah,
I'm eating Chinese food from Danny Zhang from Lucky House.
The Chinese food is not for sale, I'm afraid.
No, you can go to the Windjammer and get food, 2 little fish.
But no, yeah. So we have that online menu. Basically, we pass that out to you at as you enter with the QR code. That way, you can. The idea is you can order from your car off your credit card. We'll get the order in here on our iPad, and then we can set that up for you. And with the time it takes for you to walk from your car here to the concession stand, we'll already have the order filled out for you, and you can just take it and run. So I think it's a little better than the cash system we used to use. It's a little bit more efficient and fast, and there's less physical contact going on.
Avery calls it the governor's touchless, cashless system.
Say that 5 times fast.
What else?
Anything else for you, Chef? I mean,
is Ben Barber back at the Radio Ranch? Who's directing this back at home? Ben is? How you doing, Ben? Haven't seen you in a while. We'll see you Wednesday for John Cafferty. We like Ben. He does a lot of good work for us, as does this guy here who's eating one of the delicious hot doogies. That would be Shane B.
Oh, Shane's great. And Mike. Mike's good, too.
Shane B in the house, not the Mike.
Just look at that handsome.
Hot dog.
Delicious.
Look at that. Somebody, you were talking about littering, and somebody just littered over there. That was Joe from the ATM. Joe.
It happens.
Joe, what's the matter with you, Joe? And that's Claire. She looks like a deer in the headlights right now. Well, Avery.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been real. It's getting dark.
It's getting dark earlier and earlier. We can't do these as late as we usually do them.
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. In September, the movies go to 8 o'clock because it's just easier that way to go to 8 o'clock.
Yeah, the real reason that we set them up at 9 o'clock is only because, especially during July and early August, you just can't see the screen come 8 o'clock, 8:30. But as it's, especially nowadays, it's getting darker and darker. I mean, it was really cool this week, actually.
And now tonight it's like tropical.
I know the humidity went up, but really we're just waiting for it to get dark, and then we'll start playing the movies. So come the fall, it'll be earlier times, 8 o'clock for you guys.
But don't forget, mbadrivein.com and grab your tickets for tomorrow night's Jaws, for Monday night's Dirty Dancing, for Tuesday night's Back to the Future with the Car, and Wednesday night John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band live here.
And don't litter.
And don't litter.
I'll find you.
Or he'll come and find you your license plate. Thanks everybody for
Thank
watching.
you so much, guys.
See you next time. Peace out.